Horror games are bloody good when done right, but there are some tropes and just all-round common ideas that can get launched into the sun. So for Halloween, let's have a bit of a rant at some of this rubbish. Number 5. Battery level. This can get right in the sea. A battery level for your flashlight is a good idea on paper. Being anxious that you will be left in the dark is scary enough for some people, but being left in the dark with a murderer, killer alien, ghost, etc. is even scarier. But most horror games get it so wrong. How it should be done is have batteries last a while, like they do in real life, unless you're using Aldi's own recycled jizz batteries or whatever, and they should be evenly spread out across the game. What the majority do is have the batteries last a nanosecond and absolutely litter the game with them. It's even more annoying when it doesn't make sense in the game's world. Why am I finding so many batteries in an abandoned building or in a community of savage technophobes? Outlast 2. Number 4. Trying to be mature and dark, but utterly failing. Horror is a great genre to explore some disturbing and mature themes. Sexual assault, mental health, human trafficking, child kidnap, you know, awful stuff. An example of a horror game doing this right is Silent Hill 2, as well as... shit. That's it. I suppose Amnesia did it. That bloke has his cock out at the end. Every other horror game presents itself as deep and disturbing, but then falls totally flat with shit writing or not even bothering to write a plot, then having a weird trippy ending and saying you're meant to come up with your own interpretations. Off is the general direction I wish you would fuck game. Just say you couldn't be asked to write a plot. If you want my interpretation, here you go. What a load of pretentious shit. Number 3. Playing a character that can't defend themselves, but then you run past about 1,000 things that could be used to twat the monster in the mush. Another idea that is good on paper, not being able to fight the being that is after you adds to the tension, but put someone in a locked room with a serial killer, arm them with a sledgehammer, and they will fight him off. I don't care how much of a pussy you say the character is, game writers. This is what annoys me when I play games like Amnesia. You can't defend yourself, but you run past so many items that could be used as a weapon, and it wouldn't be out of character for the character to fight back. It doesn't even have to kill the monster, just get it to run away and leave you alone for a minute like in Alien Isolation. If I'm playing a character with no arms or a disability, fair enough, but don't give me an able-bodied protagonist, fill the game world with suitable weapons, then say you can't defend yourself, you're the world's most hardcore pacifist or something, I don't know. Number 2. Having crap stealth mechanics. I sound like a broken record here, but yet again, another idea that is good on paper. You see it on horror films a lot. The victim tries to sneak by, it looks like they will succeed, and then, oh no, they trip over some tools and the killer gives chase. But most horror games put zero effort in and just say crouch down and you will be harder to spot. Yeah, great advice game, but what about the monster's line of sight? Do shadows and light have an effect? Does it matter how much noise I am making? Can I lean? And the AI is always wonky. You'll be out of what you think is the monster's line of sight and they will instantly turn around and spot you despite you being still and in complete darkness. Also, why does the enemy always seem to know where I am? They always conveniently patrol right near your position or slowly hone in on you like you've got a tracking device on you. Hello again, Outlast 2. If your primary means of survival is to be stealthy, there needs to be a good stealth system in place. This is where the monster chasing you starts to become an annoyance rather than a terrifying threat, a common pitfall these games fall into. It makes sense if the game communicates that the creature has heightened senses or something, but in most it feels lazy and is there because it's what Amnesia did. Number 1. Become a walking simulator. This is why I don't get the hype around PT. I find it hard to be scared in a horror game where I can't die or when I am not having much effect on the gameplay. When horror does the stealth thing right, it's rewarding to sneak around your possible killer and get out intact, but where is the tension or feeling in walking down a corridor? There's no real threat or peril, is there? You just walk down halls for a bit and then spooky things happen. Yeah, some of them can be good and well directed jump scares, but you can mostly see them coming from a mile away. Oh, but it's meant to be an experience, Glenn. Oh, is it? I can walk down my street at night. There is a chance that something scary will happen, like your mum coming out of the bushes. At least I'm getting my cardio in too, unlike sitting in a chair recreating the experience of walking down the aisles in Asda late at night on a game. Ooh, Silent Hills will be really good. Norman Reedus is in it and Hideo Kojima's directing it. Yeah? Well, Metal Gear Solid 5 had Kiefer Sutherland in it and was directed by Hideo Kojima, and look how that fucking turned out.